Hello, today we're going to talk about the respiratory system. The respiratory system is the system of organs that makes respiration possible. Respiration is important to our body because through it we receive oxygen and release carbon dioxide. This process is fundamental to our survival because oxygen is vital and the release of carbon dioxide is also really important in our lives. Anatomy. There are several organs that are involved in the respiratory system. First of all, we have the nose and the nasal cavity. The oral cavity is an alternative entryway to the two organs mentioned before. After this, we have the pharynx, the larynx, the trachea, the bronchi, the alveoli, the lungs, and the muscles of respiration, which is mainly constituted by the diaphragm.
Hi guys, I'm going to be talking about the physiology of the respiratory system. So, air first goes through the nose and nasal cavities, which are the entryway to the respiratory tract and serve as a filter against microorganisms and warm up the air and moisturize it. Alternatively, they can go through the oral cavity, which is an alternative entryway that does not provide filtration but provides a bigger amount of air inhaled at a faster rate. Then it goes through pharynx, which allows air to travel through the trachea. It helps also avoid air going through the esophagus and vice versa. Then it goes through the larynx, which connects pharynx to the trachea and allows speech. Then it goes through the trachea, which connects the larynx to the bronchi and filter air before reaching the lungs. The bronchi are then separated into each time smaller tracts. They then carry out the air to the lobes of the lungs and conduct air to the alveoli. They also provide further filtering. The alveoli then carry out the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, and the lungs help oxygen enter the red cells in the blood and get rid of carbon dioxide gas. They are able to expand to allow air to flow correctly, and inside of them you can find the bronchi and alveoli. The muscles of respiration allow inhalation and exhalation of air. The main muscle is the diaphragm,
which constructs allowing air to go in. This to allow inhalation and exhalation.
We will look at one major lung disease which is called pneumonia. It is more than an infection because of the position where it affects, which is inside the air sacs of the lungs called alveoli. This causes the alveolar tissue to inflame and leak fluids, which then block the absorption of oxygen and the exhalation of carbon dioxide. The main effects of pneumonia are difficulty in breathing, chest pains, coughing, and fever. Most people recover within 1 to 3 weeks, but pneumonia can be life-threatening. It can be diagnosed through x-rays and other tests carried out by doctors. It can be prevented through vaccines, avoiding smoking, being aware of your own general health, and washing your hands regularly.
Up next, we will present 7 amazing facts about the respiratory system. Number 1. The right lung is slightly bigger than the left lung. Number 2. The capillaries in the lungs would extend over 1,600 kilometers if placed end to end. Number 3. The surface area of the lungs is roughly the same size as a tennis court. Number 4. We lose half a liter of water a day through breathing. Number 5. A person at rest usually breathes between 12 and 15 times per minute. Number 6. The breathing rate is higher in children and women than in men. Number 7. The highest recorded sneeze speed has been 165 kilometers per hour.